Okay, hi, it's Betsy. We're going to do the skills trainer now that we've set up all of our accounts and all that. So from this menu, I'm going to use the right arrow that's on my controller to go to exhibition, and then I'm going to press the X button to select it. And then I'm using the down arrow to go to the skills trainer, and then again I'll press the X button to select it. I've been in there once before. You might be on a screen where you need to select your teams. So I'm a big fan of the Packers, so I will always play the Packers. Okay, so we're going to go to this very first one that says Help, I'm New to Madden. And I press the X button to select it. And we're going to work on player position basics, which is just a drill only. So I'm going to click the X button to get started. So this tutorial will go over the different offense and defense player positions and what their responsibilities are. So I'm going to hit X to continue. So the quarterback is the player controlled starting position for all non-kicking plays on offense. And then so the quarterback lines up directly behind the center to receive the snap. He can also stand a few yards deep in the backfield during certain formations. So the job of the quarterback is the leader of the offense. He snaps the ball, pitches, hands the ball off, or runs the ball himself during plays. He throws the ball during passing plays, and then he's making offensive pre-play adjustments. So what it wants us to do now is to practice snapping the ball. So I'm going to press the X button on my controller to practice that. So what you'll see is that when I did that, the quarterback, which was number 12, he snapped the ball. So now we're going to talk about the running back. So the running back generally lines up in the offensive backfield. And he can receive the handoff and pitch on running plays. He catches passes on passing plays and can also block on running or passing plays. So what the next thing that I can learn how to do is something called player switching. You can switch between players by pressing the circle button. So it wants me to do that now. So I'm trying to figure out how I do that. Okay. Oh. Okay, now we're at the fullback. The fullback is used in pro-style formations and lines up in the backfield, usually in front of the halfback. So the responsibilities are primarily used for lead blocking for the halfback, running the ball on short yardage situations, and infrequently catches passes. So I can switch players using the circle button to select the fullback. Now we have the wide receiver. They line up either to the left or the right side of the formation and are often the fastest player on the field. Their job is to catch passes from the quarterback. During running plays, the wide receiver blocks. They can also run run a pass route to draw off the defender. So we're going to switch players using the circle to select the wide receiver. So I'm pressing the circle button. Now we're talking about the offensive linemen. They're located on the inside of the formation who are responsible for blocking. The center is the innermost lineman, and he is responsible for snapping the ball to the quarterback at the beginning of the play. Offensive guards are the two guards that line up to the right and the left side of the center, and they're responsible for creating running holes, or they're going to be protecting the quarterback. Offensive tackles are on the outside of the guards. The right tackle is usually the team's best run blocker, while the left tackle is usually the team's best pass blocker. So now we're going to press the X button to snap the ball and run a play with the offense. Okay, so what I did was I had pressed the X button to do that, and then when I saw an open spot, I had pressed the square because on the guy on the right side of the field, he was able to catch the ball. Now we're going to talk about the tight end. The tight end is the cross between the offensive lineman and a wide receiver. They're generally positioned at the end of the offensive line. So the tight end responsibilities can depend on the offense philosophy, meaning like how you like to do your plays, essentially, and then the skill of the player that you have. So when you're playing Madden 19, you actually build your team, or you get to know those players, and you'll have an idea if you get to that level, if you want to play that way. So also the tight end, their job is to block, and they catch passes from the quarterback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch players, the circle, to get to the tight end, and then so that's what we're going to do. Oops. Okay, screwed up. It said tight end was not. Let's try again. I keep clicking the wrong guy. Okay. Okay, so that's the offense.